What up, what up, what up, man? Real quick, man. You already know Birds Raw and Uncut. Ain't no rewinding me back. Real quick, man. You know the hottest story out right now surrounding the Birds. AJ Brown. You know, it's everywhere, social media, radio, TV. It's the hottest topic surrounding our team, so I might as well give my 2 cents on it. You know, like, you could make an argument, right, that, AJ was arguably the best receiver, you know what I'm saying, that we had where the Midnight Green for the stretch of time he was here. I'm not saying he's better than Terrell Owens, you know what I'm saying, as a receiver, but I think his tenure here as an Eagle, he did more than what Terrell did for this team. That's facts. So as an Eagle, AJ Brown did more in the Midnight Green than what Terrell Owens did. I think that's fair. Now, we all know he's a great player, top 5 receiver in my book in the league right now. Not too many I would take over him. But you have your ones you would. We all know their names. Don't need to go through that. So, he did a lot for this team, man. But in my personal opinion, we have to move on from him. And the majority of the reason why is, it's you have to be a blind man, you know what I'm saying, to see that he don't want to be here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm of the belief that I don't care how good the player is, how talented they are. They can be the best player in the league. If they don't want to be on your team, you have to move on. There ain't no getting around it. It don't matter if it's basketball, football, baseball, hockey, it don't matter, soccer, whatever. If they don't want to be there, I don't want them there. Who wants to have somebody on their team that don't want to be there? So for the majority of the reason, that's the main reason why I say we have to move on. He don't want to be here. And then you mix in the antics, you know what I'm saying, that we know is going to come with it if he stays. And I don't want to go through another year of that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm of the belief you have to move on. And I think they will move on. I think New England is going to, pay what Howie is asking sooner or later. I do think they work out a deal pretty soon, and you'll see him as a Patriot. Because Buffalo signed who they signed. Baltimore signed who they signed. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't but so many teams that was, but New England has the greatest need, and that's where he wants to be. They let go of Stephon Diggs. That receiving core is thin. What you got, Mac Hollins and Booty over there? Like, you know what I mean? Like. So it's two teams between a rock and a hard place that are negotiating. You know what I'm saying? So they need receiver bad, and he wants to be there, and they want him there. That him and the coach have a strong relationship since Tennessee, and they've been tampering, and ain't nobody gonna say that, but that's what they've been doing. And then obviously he don't want to be here, but he's never came out and said that, but everybody know that. So it's like, if you other teams, you kind of know, like, well, y'all really want to come up off them, but you know what I mean? You got to say the right thing. So it's kind of the team, you know what I mean? So I think them is us in New England in a stare down, and I do think eventually a deal gets done. Now, what I want to say on this microphone, for these people, man, that for some reason, like, y'all are acting like he was deprived or misused or pity him as if like he's really like bro, get this clear, man. Get this clear. Like, when he was on Tennessee, he's good. Yeah, good, man. But my point is, when he came to Philadelphia, he had the best stretch of his career. He was an All-Pro several times. Made the playoffs every year. Went to 2 Super Bowls and won one. So if you're of the mindset that he's being misused and held back and all of that, then I don't know what kind of seasons y'all want y'all receivers to have. But if a receiver has several All-Pros, over 1,400 yards, several seasons, right? goes to the playoffs every year, makes 2 Super Bowls, and wins 1. I don't know no receiver a better stretch than that. I don't know if you expect him to have 2,000 yards receiving, 2 Super Bowls in a row. Like, I don't know. If that's what you was expecting A.J. Brown to have, then you got me. But we got to stop this narrative that he somehow missed out, or he's, like, if I was doing this, I was. No, he had one of the greatest runs a receiver could have. You understand that, right? Now, I understand y'all don't want to give a quarterback no credit, because as I read off that resume that he just had, several All-Pros, playoffs every year, 2 Super Bowls, and winning 1, well, then the next question will become, well, who was throwing him the ball? See? So that's not what we're not going to do. We're not going to sit up here and act like he was deprived, like, oh, man, damn, he could have been doing this, he could have been doing that. No, he had about the best of run a receiver could hope for in this midnight green. And for the boy that came in my comments that time talking about, oh, he was this, he was that on Tennessee, he wasn't what he was in midnight green. You know what the fuck I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, man. Stop playing. Everybody's stupid. You know what I'm saying. He got 1,000 yards all he want. He wasn't a fucking All-Pro. He didn't have 1,400 yards back-to-back. He wasn't in the playoffs every year. He wasn't in the damn multiple Super Bowls. And he damn sure didn't win a Super Bowl. He did all that midnight green. He wasn't thought of as a top 5 receiver on fucking Tennessee. Stop that, man. Y'all know what the fuck I'm saying. He wasn't thought of all this that y'all think of he is now. It's because he had midnight green on that he got that reputation. So we can't sit here and act like something was taken from him or he was poor him and we don't know this. No, Jalen was his fucking quarterback. And that's his resume with Jalen Hurts as his quarterback. All right? That go hand in hand. You got All-Pros. You got 1,400 yards. You go to 2 Super Bowls. You win in 1. That's the resume. Well, who was your quarterback? It was Jalen Hurts. That's what it is. That's facts. See? Like I always tell you, I don't deal in the ifs and the hypotheticals of what would happen if this, but no. I deal in what actually what happened. He was on Tennessee. He was thought of as solid. Right? Good receiver. Nice piece to have on your team. He comes in the midnight green. He is now thought of as elite. Have to have up there with the best of them. Who was throwing the motherfucking ball on midnight green? So that's what we not going to do. We're not going to act like something was taken from him and it's poor him. Now, he wants more than that. Man, God bless him. He's entitled to want what he wants. We won a Super Bowl. He said, I ain't really do nothing for me. You're entitled to feel how you feel. You're entitled to want what you want. You want to go play somewhere else, homie? You're entitled to want what you want. They're going to try to get their compensation so that everybody's happy. But again, what we're not going to do is act like something was taken from him, that he was deprived, that he was being misused, and all this other shit. Because when you read the boy's resume off and you see all the accolades he got and how his name is spoke about now as opposed to what it was before he wore midnight green, we got what we got. All right, so that's what we're not going to do with the A.J. Brown shit. Now, wherever he go from here, we'll see what he do over there. But we know what is rep and what is actually happened in midnight green. That's what happened with midnight green on. I don't know what happened on the other fucking team he was on. We know what happened when he was on Tennessee. It was nowhere near his resume with midnight green on. So y'all got to miss me with the bullshit that y'all kick. Because it's all to take the quarterback's props. Because that's all y'all want to do every day, all day, is take the quarterback's props. No matter what happens, any story. It could be a news story about somebody getting their oil changed at the car. Listen, see, Jalen Hurts. If he fucking drove his car in a city that Jalen Hurts wasn't in, he would never need his oil change. That's what y'all would say. So it's like, I just sit back and observe. You know what I'm saying? I just sit back and observe. And then I'm going to let you know my opinion on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all blame the boy for everything. You know what I mean? But the facts is the facts. Well, we got to stick to the facts. He can't get up on the podium and be like, this to the third. It's like, no, man, wait a minute. Look at your resume right here. Damn, you was all pro. 1,400, win the Super Bowl playoffs every year. They thinking you now as a top 5 receiver in the league. Like, damn, bro. Like, that was a hell of a run. Like, damn. Why is all these dickheads out here talking about what like, poor you? Like, what's going on? I'm not understanding. There's receivers in this league would kill for this run. That would literally kill for this run. And you was getting paid. You was getting extended. All this money they was paying you to do it. Like, damn, the Eagles they took care of you. What you talking about, homie? But that's, you know what I mean? Like, anything to take the quarterback. It all leads back to the quarterback. It all leads back to take the quarterback's props, man. It don't matter the story. It don't matter what's going on. They're going to twist it into the quarterback. I'm just here to give it to you how it was. Like I said, raw and uncut. That's why this page is raw and uncut. I'm here to give it to you how it really went down, man. That's what really went down. The boy came to Midnight Green. Next thing you know, he's putting up all these numbers. Next thing you know, he's an all-pro every year. Next thing you know, he's talked about his this, that, and the third. And now his name bringing noise to the block. That's what really happened. That ain't opinion. That ain't a if. That's what really happened. That's what we talk about on this page. What really happened. Not what you hope happened. Not what you want to happen. Not if this guy said this or he did that. No, we talk on here what really went down. That's what we talk about on this page. What really happened, what really went down. All right. So I wish the boy the best. I don't think he can come back, and I don't think he is. I think it's 80% he's out, 20% chance he's back, but the boy not coming. He don't want to be here. You can't have somebody on your team that don't want to be here. Now, if Howie got to swallow his pride and take less for him, if we got to start going extended time and we can't get the deal done and it starts, I think that's what will end up happening. But for right now, the price is the price. And Howie standing firm, standing on the business. Like, look, I need a first and second, that's my asking price. Can't come back. You can't come back, man. Can't come back because he don't want to be here. Now, if he wanted to be here, we wouldn't even be having this discussion. We'd be like, we're running it back with our people. Now, losing him and Goddard at the same time, that's going to hurt. New offensive coordinator coming in, trying to get this thing has potential to be bad. Now, I know the quarterback won't take all the blame. We know that already. No matter what, again, I just told you, you get the fucking oil change, it's going to be his fault. But understand for the real people that watch football, study football, and understand shit. Like, this has potential to go a certain way, man. You're going to lose Brown and Goddard in the same offseason. Who are you replacing them with? I don't expect them to replace Brown with nobody with a stud. You know what I mean? Shit, I go grab my man Tutu out there. Tutu is out there. Free agent. I go get Tutu. You know what I mean? Listen. Tutu stretched the field. I don't know what that. Listen, man, they was playing him out on the Rams. Like, Tutu is Tutu is nice. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Tutu is nice. You watch the tape. Watch the tape. Don't watch the stats. Watch the tape on Tutu. I will take Tutu on my team any day. He can line up on the other side, Smitty. They just both small as hell. That's the only thing. They're going to have two light in the ass receivers. You see what I'm saying? On the outside with it. But the speed going to be like, yo, crazy. As far as tight end, I like Njoku. I'm hoping we can get Njoku. They don't get a deal done with. I'm still holding out hope that Goddard comes back. Goddard is my man. You know what I'm saying? I'm still holding out hope he comes back. If he don't, thank both them guys for everything. Goddard and AJ, man. Great Eagles, man. All-time Eagles in my book. Ring of Honor Eagles. You know what I'm saying? But if you can't get neither one, all right. Hopefully Njoku for tight end. I think he got some gas left in the tank. They played him out this year on Cleveland. Pittsburgh got like 5 tight ends over there. I think they letting Jonnu go. I mean, I'll take Jonnu, but Jonnu really let him run block though. But like how he said, look, he fucked up on tight end. He admitted that as a man. I fucked up on tight end. I left us out there. On tight end. That's a man. I understand. He admitted his mistake. It's a man. I fucked up on that. I did a good job building the roster and everything. We won a Super Bowl. We came back strong, all that. But I fucked up on tight end. Look at the predicament we in with tight end. So I appreciate his honesty. I fucked up on tight end. So I don't know, man. I want Njoku. Should I take Fant? Fant is out there. Shit. Austin Hooper for a backup. Listen, man. I'm on the phones. I know how he's working the phones. He don't need me to tell him shit. You know what I'm saying? I know how he's on the phones, man. we having a little bit of this little fireball, man, little Eagles edition, John, man. You already know, man. Just a little something, man, just to, you know, ain't nothing major going on right now, man. We just chilling, man. A little bit of fireball, man. Ain't never hurt nothing, man. You understand what I'm telling you? So, maybe Njoku, man. Like I said, I'll take Fant. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, even Austin Hooper's a free agent. I take him on the backup. Shit, I sign both. I signed Njoku and Austin Hooper. It's not gonna cost you much. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about, again, Howie didn't even tell you shit. I be on the, but I know Howie's working phones. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, damn, like, you know what I mean? So, because like I said, with AJ and Goddard potentially leaving, that leaves a hole, man. Everybody talking the arm to the teeth. You got this talent, man. I don't understand. It's like now you're losing two of your best pass catchers like that. You know what I'm saying? Two of your best pass catchers like that, like gone. So, you know, I don't know what we're gonna do. Get a receiver in the draft that's supposed to start. Like, I don't think Jahan gonna be on the team. Like, I don't know, man. Like I said, this offense got potential to. And then if the O-line don't bounce back, like you, yeah, like like yo, like this season, man, it could be like on offense. Now defense, you know, you still got some time. You know what I mean? Still got some time with some of these pieces. You know what I'm saying? So the defensive end, Phillips, I'm just scared. You know what I'm saying? His injury history scares me. He's young, but his injury history scares me. And at $25 million a year, you know, not that, you know, you don't want to pocket watch the team, but at the end of the day, that's part of the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't pay everybody. So would I just rock with Nolan Smith, Jalix Hunt, what we got? I don't know about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I knew Crosby was never coming here. Like, I knew that. I was never on that train. Like, oh, get Crosby, you know. I was never on that train. So when he went to Baltimore just now, that was like, whatever. Like, they started some shit on Twitter last night talking about Crosby for Jalen Carter. See, I don't know if it's meth, crack, coke. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, fentanyl. I don't know what they doing on Twitter, man. But some of these proposals, stop it. Jalen Carter for Crosby, like, stop. Why would we do that? Like, why would we do that? I don't understand people sometimes. But that's what they was pushing on Twitter last night. Yeah, Jalen Carter for Crosby. No, for what? Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Crazy. Like, bro, why would I trade Jalen Carter for Crosby? What are we going to see, man? It's still early in the game. It's March. You know, it's early March. So we got a ton of time. Still got the draft. But we got our work cut out. You know, we got several positions of need, man. You know, Blankenship is probably going. Dean is probably going. And if I'm the Cowboys, I'm definitely trying to get Nakobe Dean. They'd be a damn fool not to. And I read something today talking about the Eagles told him, yeah, go explore the market, but then come back. Like, if you don't, I mean, he going to get picked up, cuz. Too good of a player not to. You know what I'm saying? I'm the Cowboys. I'm throwing money at him. You know what I mean? Like, that'd be a good pickup for them. I ain't going to lie. Shit, I might get him and Blankenship from the Cowboys and just bite off our shit. You know what I mean? Seriously, I ain't going to hold you. If I'm Jerry Jones, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get the boy, both of them Eagles, and bring them over here. You already got the defensive back coach over there as a DC or whatever. Like, you see what I'm saying? So, familiar. Hey, man, it's going to work out, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just wanted to touch base with y'all on the AJ shit because all I hear every day, all day, I turn on the laptop. That's all they talking about, getting the car, turn on the car. That's all they talking about on the radio. I'm like, listen, man. I think he's gone, but salute him. Loved him as an Eagle, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? He brought a toughness. He brought elite receiving here. Nobody can't take his props. Like, you know, he did a lot of nut shit, you know, with the antics and reading books and throwing the quarterback under the bus and, oh, we over here and the shit he was saying in the media. Then you drop the fucking ball in the playoffs with the game on the line and you don't talk to the media. Now you quiet as a church mouse, you know. We were 8-2. We were rolling, and you bitching and doing your antics, and then we throw you the ball every 3 straight games, so you get your numbers. We lose 3 straight, and you quiet as a church mouse. You don't see shit like that. I don't want to do another season of that. I'm sorry, and he don't want to be here. So that plus that equals get his ass out of here. You know what I'm saying? So But all love, though. All love. Overall, all love. And look back at his time as an Eagle, it was all love. He did his thing. Helped us win a championship. Helped us go to 2 Super Bowls and win one. Period, man. That's my homie for life. Like, Ring of Honor type shit, Eagle. Like, welcome him back years from now. Put us in the Ring of Honor. Seriously. Just antics. Sometimes it's best for both parties to, what I'm saying? It's cool. Ain't no love lost. You know what I mean? So, that's all I'm saying with that. But we got to move on. He got to move on, see what we can get. And let's go, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about that, man. I want to get off my chest on that. I'd hit y'all off, man. So I want y'all to enjoy the rest of y'all weekend, man. I'm taking my family to a Philadelphia Union game later on tonight. My son's team is going to be at the game. They got tickets, little activities they're doing out there. So I'm going to go out there, tailgate a little bit, enjoy the game with the family, you know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to enjoy the rest of y'all weekend, man. Be safe, make good decisions out there, and I'm going to see y'all on the next one, all right? Go Birds. Peace.